Hey guys, this is Philly Pre. I'm back again with another review. It's a K-drama review. And yeah, so first let's start off by saying how busted I look. Sorry, I'm looking to the side for a second. I look crazy. Can you tell? I mean, I never look that great in my videos because I don't really get glammed up on my videos. I think I did like once, but you get what you get. But today, I am visibly looking crazy. Like, eyes are so swollen, lips looking dry, just a mess. But with good reason. I just finished probably like maybe 15 to 30 minutes ago a drama on Netflix, 16 episodes called Dear My Friends. And I bawled my eyes out. Now, let's get to this. Is going to be a long review. So hopefully you stick around to the end. I would greatly appreciate it. But it's a lot because there were, as my daughter said, because she watched it too, there were layers to this drama, and it was just so many layers, and it just was, and I wanted to do this review while it was like raw and fresh. And the only reason why it took me 15 minutes or more after I finished it to actually start my review is because I was like, okay, I should at least put clothes on, So that probably was the only difference, like brush your teeth, put some clothes on, whatever. So, but I like my face is just puffy from just tears. Okay, so let's jump right in. This drama, I was intrigued to watch this drama because this drama, the main cast were seniors, acting seniors in Korea. Many favorites from plenty of dramas that I've watched over the years. It was good to see some I hadn't seen in a while, some that I see a little bit regularly. And it was different because this cast has nothing to do with young people and their lives and, the things that go on in regular dramas. So that intrigued me. And I thought it was great to do a drama where the premise, the surrounding thing was to have these older actors who are masters probably now in their craft, who are probably super talented and have paid their dues, to have them be the leading cast, like the entire leading cast. Kudos to whoever came up with this idea because I thought it was brilliant. I'm going to try my best not to cry during this review, but some of the things were just, emotional, but the drama was good. So you have, okay, let's see, you've got these characters, and it starts off with one trying to kill herself, a senior citizen going up to the top of the building thinking about jumping off. That right there grabs you, and if it doesn't, okay, but for me it grabbed me. And then it filters into, you've got this mom and his daughter, and they're going back and forth, and she's like telling her mom, I'm not driving you guys to like this reunion or whatever. So there's this like reunion thing that's going to happen, and you have Huija Ji, who was the one who was on top of the building, who was attempting to kill herself in the beginning. Then you have oh goodness, why can't I think of her now? We have Huija, you have Nul Hee, who was Wana's mother, and then you have Sung Jae, you have Suk Jin, Suk Kyung, I'm sorry, his name is. Then you have Jung Ah, and you have who was the other one? You have Chung Noon. You have one was an actress, and her name in the drama was Young Hwan, I think it was. But, and I'm not always that great with the names, and it's a lot of names to remember. But, they all went to school together. They grew up together. They know each other. Some of the friends are like more close. You know how you have a group of friends, but maybe these two friends are like a little bit closer than these two friends are, but you're all like really good friends. But maybe you two have had something that you've bonded about. And, so it drew you guys closer, or maybe you lived closer in the same neighborhood, whatever the case may be. But they're all really good friends, and they all love each other. And you have Jung Ah is married to Suk Kyung, and he's horrible. He is absolutely horrible. And it's funny because you start off, I don't know about other people, but I started off just like not liking some of these old people. And I was just like, what? I'm just like, okay, this character, I'm not feeling this character. But as the story progresses and you get to learn about their lives and what they've been through and what they've dealt with, you like everybody. You just don't get to a point where you hate it. Well, I don't know, because Gija, which I forgot to mention her, she annoyed me pretty much until the last scene that she was in. But they just were, I don't know, it showed you life. This was real. It was reality. It was no holds barred. It was showing you how life, whether you have money or don't have money, life is hard, so when those happy moments come, enjoy them, make the best of them. And friends are important. Family is important. And sometimes you have to choose between your family and your friends in that particular moment. So sometimes you may want to be there for your friend. You may love your friend and your friend is going through something, but you want to be there for your friend and you can't. And maybe you can't because guess what? You're going through something too. It doesn't mean you love your friend any less. And eventually your friend will have to understand, even if they're hurt in that moment and they carry that hurt for a while. But it's life. So these characters, what they went through, and I know some of this, because it's a Korean drama, is because of, what little I know, because I can't say I know it all. I'm not Korean. I don't live in Korea. But this drama definitely gave some insight into the older Koreans and what their life was like and what their marriages were like and how, they didn't speak on things that maybe they should have. They didn't show the affection or love to their children, that their children needed or wanted. And even if they felt it in their heart, they didn't let it out. And, I didn't grow up with Asian parents, so I don't know. I can't say I know what that's like. But this drama just was beautiful in that it tackled all of that. It showed you. And it just made me understand just a pinch more, because I can't even say a lot, what, the older Koreans, how they see life, how they, what their lives were like. Everybody had a story. Everybody, okay, so Nui's mom, which her mom was in the drama, was beat. She was with her husband for over 50 years. He beat her for darn near 50 years. Now he's old, senile, and, has, and he just smiles all the time and follows her around like a puppy. And she yells at him and fusses at him. And oh, you're going to write me an apology. And I'm going to put this apology letter on my tombstone for all that you did to me. So you're going to learn how to read and write. And, but you get it and you first you're like, but then when they show, you get a flashback and you see what she went through. And then it explains why her daughter's life, I know I'm saying this name wrong because now I can't even remember the name, but Nui, I think it was, or something like that. Why her life was the way it was, because, she's got a mom that's been beat that she saw happen. She's got, and now her dad is, kind of like senile. Her mom's a hot mess. She's got a very younger brother, which means her mother had him late in life, who hurt himself, and now he's disabled. Then she has to help take care of him. She had a husband who cheated on her and just didn't love her. And he cheated it wasn't like a fling, like he cheated. He really loved this other woman. And she eventually became a widow, but she had one daughter that she, to me, is completely obsessed with. And so that's that I feel like it's so much more to that. And, she tried to kill herself and take her daughter's life with her. And her daughter was old enough to remember it. And, you stayed with this husband, he came and he saved the daughter and y'all both were saved. But I'm talking layers. I haven't even touched the surface of what her life was like. And then you have Ouija. Now, her husband, again, he cheated. She never let on to her kids or anything. She kept it to herself. He died in a closet. I know. You're like, what? So everybody thinks she murdered him. But later in life, he felt bad for all the things and how he didn't treat her properly. And his punishment was so he wouldn't run out or do or be with other women, that he slept in a closet and she locked it at night but opened it every morning to let him out. And it was crazy. He died of natural causes, but because technically he died in a closet, it was, of course, was a rumor that she killed him. But she didn't. Her kids are a hot mess. At the funeral, after the funeral, they're sitting around, she's in the room, and they're like, Mommy should have died first. She's a princess. She's never done anything for herself. She doesn't know how to take care of herself. So who's going to take care of her? And she's right there. It's like, y'all think she can't hear this? Horrible. Except her young son, Minho, who was played by Kwang Soo, who I adore. He played this part so well. He loves his mother. He's like, fine, I'll take care of her. She could be, you know what? Y'all don't forget it. I'll deal with it. And he was wonderful to his mother the entire drama. Okay, what else about her story? There's probably something else that I'm forgetting. And now she's suffering from like delusions. So she goes to the doctor and he's saying, well, you don't have dementia, but you're just a little delusional with some things. But she ends up with dementia. And that in itself is sad. So then you got Sung Jae, who was Hui Jae's first love. But it didn't, for whatever reasons, miscommunication, whatever, didn't work out. He's been a widow now for 3 years, and now he's like back on the scene, and he wants to reunite with her. He wants to be with her. He wants to spend time with her. And she had, she's so innocent, and she's like, no. But she also seems a little slow with it at the same time. It's like part of her charm. And he's trying to rekindle with her. But then you have Chung Noon, who is a 60-something-year-old virgin. She has never had a love in her life. She's always taking care of everybody. She was extremely poor. And then there was a turn of events in her 20s, maybe, I think it was, where she became rich and she spent her life taking care of family member after family member after family member. And she thinks that Sung Jae kind of likes her, and I get why she thought that, because I would have thought it too with some of the things that he was saying and doing. But he was like, I just see you as a, sister or friend. And she felt like she was losing again in Hui Jae. So it's like, once again, like, who loves me? Where's my happiness? Where's my love? Yeah, she's got money out the wazoo. But where's her sense of, happiness and somebody to love her? You've got these professors that she didn't graduate. I don't even think she went to middle school. She stopped going to school in elementary school or something. So she, wants to hang with young people, and, these are her older friends. She loves them, but she's like, she has a aversion to no, I don't want to be with old people. And also because she's taking care of all kinds of sick old people in her family all her whole life. But she hangs out with these professors and they're artists and, this and that. But, they're users. They come to her cafe and they drink up all her wine, and they keep bringing their things they make and paint and ceramics, and, oh, you should buy it. And she's buying it. And I'm just like, but you can't tell her that's what she wants to do. But a part of it is because she's lonely too, Okay, so that's kind of her story. Then we have, I know I'm already 13 minutes in. Lord, how long is this review going to be? But I feel like I can't not really talk about these characters. And I get it. If you saw this drama already, you're like, she talk about all these characters. She don't really have to tell me all of this. I saw the drama. But I feel like maybe somebody who didn't watch this is like, well, give me a little bit. And I don't mind spoilers. Tell me. But okay, let me try to wrap it up, because I do want to get to what my thoughts on the drama. So I talked to those people. Then you have Jung Ah, her life was horrible. Her husband's horrible. And, her daughter was being abused and, beaten seriously to a pulp. Then you've got, am I forgetting somebody? Then you got the actress, and, she still in love with her first love, and, maybe they can rekindle. She doesn't know if he's still married, and she keeps missing her opportunities or not taking a chance to see him or be with him because of like I said, sometimes you have to make that choice between what's going on now and what can happen. And she has some tough choices to make. Your friend just got diagnosed with cancer, but this is the last time to go see the first love of your life. But you go see her, you go be with your friend. Tough things like that. So it just goes on and on. Then you got One Eye, and she is hopelessly, romantically in love, and he loves her dearly. He loves her dearly. Got to walk by the daughter, and now the boyfriend. He loves her dearly, and that's wonderful. But her mom told her never date anyone with a disability, but she feels that way because of her brother, and never deal with a married man because, of course, her husband cheated on her. Now, when I was in Slovenia living, and she was in love with this man, and they were just, I adore them as a couple. But he got seriously hurt on his way to propose to her. And he's disabled. But she didn't stop loving him. But she also wants to be a good daughter at 39, 40 years old. And she wants to, not disappoint her mom. But this is who she loves. This is who she wants to be with. And so she's dealing with that. But then she finds herself in the arms of a married man trying to get over. So literally, she is doing, it's both things that her mother despises. It's just, she's in a tough spot. And, and she also hasn't gotten over the hurt of her mother trying to kill her. Even though her mother would say, well, I was trying to kill myself too. But, so she freaks out about that. But all that to say, this drama was just good. And it was, it was life. And that's why I think I cried so much. I think I cried the most. I mean, here and there I had a little teary eye, but I'm talking like actually cry. Episode 15 was tough. So Wana is a writer, and that's also how it is, because she narrates it. Her mom's like, you should write a book, about me and my friends. And she was like, she's like over it. She doesn't want to do it. But she eventually decides to, her mom gets cancer, and the actress has been living with cancer for years. And, but everybody, some knew, but Wana's mom didn't know because they were best friends, but they weren't speaking because she knew about her husband's affair. And all this to say, life is tough. Life is short. And life just isn't easy. And if you think somebody's life is easy, nope. Because you just never know. And that's, it was such a teaching drama, such a learning drama. And I walked away from this drama just feeling like, as somebody who, me and my mom are best friends. I love my mom dearly. And she's getting older. And, we have our little bickering moments here and there. But to watch and just know that, you know what? Tomorrow is not promised. You never know what's going to happen. You just have to enjoy the moments, the small moments. It doesn't have to be big things. Spend time with people. Tell them you love them. And, some people have been through some stuff that they may not tell you about. So maybe sometimes if they're acting the way they're acting, it doesn't justify it. But as people, as humans, we might need to be a little more understanding of each other. It doesn't mean that somebody should blatantly be mean to you or abuse you. No, that's not what I'm saying. But everybody has a story. And in this drama, everybody had a story. And everybody's story at some point pulled at your heartstrings. Just like Jung-ah's husband. I'm just like, I couldn't stand him. He treated Jung-ah horrible, which is a whole nother probably video. But but those flashbacks showed that he was feeling something, and he doesn't know why he did certain things, or he regrets certain things, or he did go do something about his daughter being touched by this guy. But he never told them, like, he never apologized to his daughter. He never made her feel like, yeah, I got your back. But yet you did have her back, because you went and beat him to a pulp and lost your job. But you kept all that to yourself. But sometimes the people we love need to know these things. They need to know. They need to know, because actions are part of love. Saying love and I love you, but it's actions too. So sometimes you have to show. You have to, you just have to show. You really, really do. And if you, friends and family, love them, spend time with them. I know right now we're still going through the COVID, and, I don't know about where you live, but here, where I am, we're in like the yellow phase now, where you can, a little social distancing, but certain things are starting to open up, and we still have to be so cautious. But, use technology, FaceTime, Zoom, still get together with friends and family, still talk, send letters, send cards, find a way to still connect, because it's so important. And I took so much from this drama, and I'm so thankful to the writers and the cast, because they did an amazing job. And in the end, for Wana's mom to tell her to go to Slovenia, like, go be with him, you love him. And I know how hard that was for her. But I also know how important it was for her mom to say that to her. And for her to find some happiness. Because I'm like, after all they've been through, why not? You need to do what you got to do to find some happiness. And I don't, even if it means doing what your mother doesn't like. But in the end, she didn't have to because her mom gave her blessing. But, watching Huija, her dementia get worse. Watching her son, Min Ho. Watching him just break down when she just, he had the baby, and she was like, no, I don't want to sleep in there with y'all because I may hurt the baby. And watching his siblings still now fighting over her. And he's like, y'all don't ain't him arguing and crying, and watching when his mother was lost because they didn't know where she was because she had went out in the middle of the night, and then when he got her back, when she just everything, and to the end when she decided she wanted to be in a nursing home, and he's like, no, I could do it, I could take care of you. But she was like, you have a wife with a new baby, I don't want to do that. But just to know that he loved his mother enough that he wanted to. And then have friends going through things at the same time. One's being diagnosed with cancer, one's being diagnosed with dementia, and the friends that are friends with all of them are wondering why you can't contact this one. But guess what? She's going through something too. And it took Juana to finally have to say to them, like, don't tell my mother right now because mom has cancer. And then now these friends are sitting there dealing with the fact that they got this one diagnosis from this friend that they're with, and they got this other friend somewhere else with her daughter who has another diagnosis. I mean, it was just, but I cannot leave this part out. And then I'm about to wrap this up because this video is way too long. But when Jung-ah left her husband, I was rooting for her 100%. I don't care how old you are. When you've had enough, you've had enough. When her mother, Jung-ah's mother, led a hard life and was in a nursing home, and they had told her she didn't have much longer, and they took her to the beach. And this woman was probably 80 or 90 years old, and for the first time of her life, she was going to the beach. That broke my heart. And to watch her get there, and as she's rolling her out to really just look out on the vast water and see everything, and she passed away right there in the wheelchair. That, I think, was the first scene where I really just couldn't hold back some tears. And then for Jung-ah to realize, I'm not going to live this life my mom led. I have, but that's it. I want to be free. And she was like, I'm done. I'm divorcing him. I'm getting my own place. And I was proud of her for that. Because at any age, whenever you've had enough, walk away. And they ended up not getting divorced, but living separately, which was still probably for the best. And I think the best thing she could have ever done, because he's too old to completely change. I'll say that. He's too set in his ways with some things, and he just doesn't know when to shut up. Him and Gi-ja just put their foot in their mouth constantly. But yeah, it was a beautiful ending. Everything about this was just beautiful, even through the tears. So if you watched it, tell me what you thought about it. Let's talk about it. Did you cry like I did? Just what you thought. And if you didn't watch it, but watching this review, now you're going to go watch it, let me know in the comments. I just would love to hear from, you guys and see what you thought. And if you didn't make it to the end, if you made it to the end, thank you. And if you didn't make it to the end, you're not hearing this part because you stopped watching the video. But I'm giving this 5 stars. I wish I could give it 10. My highest rating that I give is 5. If I could give this 10, I would, but I'm going to give it 5, which is my highest. And it's on Netflix. It's 16 episodes. Some of the episodes are longer than an hour, but it was worth every minute and every second that I spent watching it. And it's probably one of as many dramas as I watch. And I watch a lot, and I have watched a lot. This is probably the one that's touched me the deepest in quite some time. So kudos to everyone who was involved in this project. And this is Philly Bree saying, until next time, guys. Bye.